Now we are going to see how do we include few other topics in our CSS documents. So the first one is about colors. The second is about text and fonts. Basically, like what attribute colon value can I specify? The box model and display and positioning. Okay. So this is what we are going to see in this. I will see this is what the document is. So here I have background and text color. I have specified class equal to color box. Here for the entire body, the background color is specified to be this light blue, and that is what is appearing here. Now background color is this light coral and the color is white. So this is specified here. Basically this shows the difference between what is the meaning of text color and what is the meaning of background. And background color is the background color. When I specify color, it is actually the font color. Padding is given here and the margin at the bottom. So padding as in this surrounding area, which is specified to be 10 pixel. Let me show you. What if I make it 1 pixel? You will see that, see, this area has become considerably smaller. If I give it to be a 15 pixel, you can see this area has become more. So this is basically referring to padding. The distance between padding is the distance between the content and the border. And you are seeing some space here, that is due to the margin bottom. If I give here 1 pixel, so that is okay, we will come to back to this margin bottom. The next is text style. Now text style in this font family can be specified: font size, font weight, text align or text transform. So here I had specified this is styled text, and now you can see that how it is given in uppercase here because it is specified text transform as uppercase. So this is how we can specify different attributes under text and fonts. Now the next one is the box model. Box model basically refers to four things. One is width, padding, border and the margin. Let me change the values of each to show you what is the meaning of each. So the first, this is a very important concept, the box model, and it has four attributes under it: width, padding, border and margin. So this is the box in question. First of all, border, if let's say if I give it to be 1 pixel, you can see how thin the border has become. So I'm giving it as 10 pixels. Let me specify this margin as 10 pixels. And now you can see the distance between the end of the page and the border. This is nothing but the margin. Let me change this padding. So you can see the distance between the content and the border is padding. If I specify it to be 0 pixels, you will see that there is no distance between the content and the border. And the last one is the width. So width specifies the total width. Let me give you one example for this. For this width, like let's say if my total width exceeds 150, let's say if I specify padding to be 100. If I specify padding to be 200, see, this is nothing but my width of the content. So now if I do not give this well enough, then it will try to accommodate the space, the text accordingly. Like let's say if I say this to be 300 pixels, you will see that my content length is getting widened. This is basically 300. And let's say if I put it 350, then the entire content will come together. Okay, maybe 350 was not wide enough for this. Let me give it as 400 pixels. So now you can see that the entire content is coming in together. If I make this to be 40 pixels, then you will just have a straight line. So it's nothing but the width of the content that we are including. So this is the width. So briefly, if I put, this is margin, border, padding, this is padding, and this is what is helping me to specify the width. Box model, very important concept. We should know how to put our content where. And the last one is display and positioning. So now under display and positioning, I can put a box relatively. Now relatively means it will be in accordance with the previous element here. So width is specified as 150 pixels, that is the content should be put in 150 pixels here. Then background color is specified, padding is specified, position is relative here. Now position is relative means it appears in accordance with the previous element. And the top margin and the left margin is specified as 30 and the 10 pixels. There is another one which is inline block. For the last one, for the box A and box B, it is the inline box. The background color is there, the margin is there, and display as inline block. So here it is appearing as one after the other. So all these blocks will appear one after the other. So display and positioning can be changed like this, where in display I give inline block, that is these blocks are appearing one after the other, or position can be relative where it naturally falls into space following the previous element.